We're also going to spray the tire, break up any old tire shine. We're going to get into the barrels of the wheel. We're going to get the caliper good. First start with literally hand washing it. And then if you're using one of these brushes, you're just going to get right into the drum of the wheel, or the barrel I mean, sorry. In some cases, it may not fit behind the caliper, that's okay. And then if you want to take your little brush to get inside the lug nuts, that, as well as the actual caliper itself, you can get in here with the fine brush and really break down more debris. As well as this brush does work nice for around the valve stem and that kind of thing. So now we're going to take our bare slate clay mitt and we are going to decontaminate the vehicle surface. So we got the Porsche in here. Front is PPF, as well as a front strip across the roof cap and the A-pillar and the mirror caps, as well as the rocker and quarter here, which is kind of funny because they didn't actually PPF that, like where it would have taken all the damage. Kind of interesting. As well as it was PPF'd back here. Alright, so you guys can see what the paint looks like. It's not horrible, but it's not good, that's for sure. And then front has a clear bra that has some water spotting. So we're gonna try to clean that up as well. But I'm not even gonna get into it, but I have an opinion of PPF, and I think it's only good to stop rock chips. Other than that, I think it just creates a lot of other issues that it's really not worth it, truthfully. And it's harder to fix, if it can even be fixed. So paint, pretty much always fixable as long as there's clear coat. Here, so I wanted to show you guys some readings across the top side of the Porsche. Pretty typical readings, in my personal opinion. I just wanted to show you kind of what to expect when you're measuring across a surface. It's not all going to be exactly the same, but it's sure going to be darn close. So now we'll do a little more difficult. Yeah, 116 seems pretty reasonable. 150, that seems. Yeah, that's right. I didn't have it on there all the way. Like, that did not seem right. 150. Okay. Sorry, it's a little bit difficult. Things actually made to be laying down like this and then probing an isolated area. So just want to show you guys that. All right, so I'm going to use the Last Cut Plus here to do a test pass with a microfiber pad. Pretty positive this paint's going to be relatively hard, so this should clean it up pretty nice. So just looking through the compound as polishing, look like we got a good amount out to a degree, but it's definitely going to take a little bit more because it is hard paint, like I said. I mean, I even say right now, we could theoretically run a wool pad across this without any issues. But this is just a one step. It's not going to be a full correction, mind you. The client, again, doesn't think that it, it needs that, which I agree, it ain't perfect, but it's going to get used. So there is some, looks like somebody set something here and drug it across, so we're going to have to focus right in here. Besides that, it does look pretty decent. I can't get too many complaints there. So let's focus there, get the 3-inch out, and see what we can do. So that looks relatively reasonable to me for what we're doing. Come over here and show you guys. You can even see it with that light. I don't think you can. So, right where my light is, going this direction, you can see that scratch. That was what I was going to trying to remove. So we got most of it, and then there was a couple other ones right around in this general vicinity. But like I said, we got it pretty darn good. You can kind of see that one again. So somebody definitely drugged something, but it's kind of deep, and hey, there's no real point. So we'll get a little bit better back here because we didn't really focus so well. But when you get up here, much cleaner. So this is the result we're going to go for since it's hard paint. There, so you can see the taillights, what they look like. They actually probably look the worst of this vehicle, to be honest. So get those cleaned up. So you can see what's left after a quick cut down. Sure, it's not perfect. It's tenfold better than what it was. No doubts about that. So this will look much better out in the light. All right, so we've got the PPF all in the front polished out. It's got some water spotting, as you can see under the fluorescent. The LED, not so much. Really not much we can do with that. It's PPF. Again, my frustrations with it, you can't always fix everything, but it does save your paint from rock chips, and hey, that's a plus if that's what you're looking for, I guess. So again, got the PPF on the fender, all dialed in. Then we got the paint on the door, all dialed in. Got the paint on the GT4 cover there on the air duct, and then a PPF again here. Got that all polished out. Paint all through here is all dialed in. Wing is all dialed in. So is the entire rear bumper and taillights and the deck lid. So we're gonna pull it out in the sun because this is probably gonna be the only real sun chance I have. It's already diminishing, as you can see, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I wanted to get this thing out in the sun and check it out real quick. Okay, so I just flipped the Porsche around. So painted panel. You can see we definitely got some swirls. Better lighting now so we can actually see the roof on this side that I haven't done. And then as we get over there, it's much cleaner. So, good amount of work we got to do to this thing. And actually there's a buffer trail across this thing. I've never buffed it, but it definitely got buffed when it got clear abroad or what have you. I actually did find some overspray on the other side, so it had some paint repair. But what's left now is mirror, door, rocker, quarter panel, hood, or roof, sorry. So pretty simple stuff now. Okay, so if you remember, we had a buffing mark going right here. We still have a little bit left that I have not been able to get out yet, so I was just checking. So we still need to remove this area, but we have all that out. And then you can see the quarter now. So this is just cut down. This is not actually final polished. There was some deep scratching in this, obviously, at one point, because that's where these buffer marks had originated from. So heavy buffing, got to be careful. I have not measured it, to be honest, so just doing it by sight. Okay, we got all the polishing work done across the car. It is looking magnificent. And you can see we got rid of the buffer trail that was going across this area here where the light is. And got the quarter panel all cleaned up. Night and day difference. And got the roof pretty well cleaned up. There's a couple little deep ones in there. Having a feeling this car was tracked and there was probably helmets stuck on the roof. They look pretty how would you say that? They look pretty much the case. I don't know. Looking for a word that I don't know what it is. Either way, it's looking great, guys. So tomorrow I'm gonna get up early, coat this thing, and then client picks it up another 24 hours later. Good morning, guys, girls, whoever, I guess. Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait a bit for the sun to cooperate, but we can get some cloud and gloss shots of this thing. This thing's looking pretty killer. Here we go, we got some sun now. There we go.